guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today is a request video. I've had some people ask me to do a video on, or at least go into more detail about the portal that's in my house. I believe that there are different energy portals kind of all over the place, not like my house is special or anything. I do believe that that was here well before this house was even built. And so how I believe portals to be is kind of like a interdimensional bus depot so that like spirit energy or just different energies maybe that never even had a body, it's just easier for them to get to multiple places maybe at once, or jump from one plane to another, if that makes sense. And so we happen to have a very active one in our closet. One of my friends, as a housewarming gift, did a house clearing for us back when we got our house 3 years ago, and he had mentioned the portal in there, and that there was this really strong presence, and it was the one that was responsible for opening and closing our sliders, locking my boyfriend out of the house, misplacing items, moving objects, basically causing a ruckus in our home. He was able to send it out. However, he says he can't really close down the portal just because it's so old, and it's like, you know, people have been using it as a little bus stop for so long that you get curious travelers that pass through. My Chinese mom, Dr. Wing, my acupuncturist, she also wanted to do kind of like an energy clearing for the house 3 years ago when we got the place. And she also mentioned that there was a portal in the master closet, not mentioning that what our friend had said, she doesn't even know our friend. And then to make it even weirder, one of our friends named Marcia, she didn't know anything about the portal or anything. We're like, what do you get from this closet? And she's like, is there a portal in here? And we're like, okay, that's just weird, because these three people don't know each other like at all, and we didn't mention anything to them. So however, our house tends to get a little energetically intense. Nothing really scary, but we tend to have spirits passing through, and sometimes there's a lot of them and they're really curious, and sometimes they want to call out to me at night and talk to me. Sometimes they want to sing along to the ohms music that we have playing in the master closet. So my friend, well actually my boyfriend and I, our friend Lewis, who is from we met him way back in college. He's going to be staying with us for a while. So he and his girlfriend comes over every now and then. And I've been noticing a little bit of heightened sense of energy since they've been here, and like odd things going on where I'm hearing a lot more talking of things in the room next to me that aren't there. My boyfriend got up because he heard some noises. Our cat also heard these noises, and they were just kind of like, there was no real like place they were coming from within the house. And then my friend also woke up because he like had to pee like multiple times that night, and so did I. Like we kept like all getting up at the same time, and we all kept like feeling we needed to be up, and it was like getting kind of weird. And my boyfriend's starting to sleepwalk and kind of talk about things that aren't like he's speaking in tongues. I'm gonna show you how I cleanse the house. I've already cleansed the house a couple of days ago, but it looks like I'm gonna have to get a little bit more serious. So I'm gonna show you my serious cleansing tools. So here we go. Okay, so here are some of the items that I am going to be using. So I'm not going to use these till the very end. These are my selenite sticks that I'm going to kind of run over my aura as a kind of energetic cleansing. And then after I'm all done, I will put some Himalayan salt at the bottom of my shower, and I'll jump into the shower and actually give myself a physical clean. I like to kind of make that like physical, I'm clean now, nothing is, you know, attached to me, kind of energetic and physical cleansing. This is my little medicine pouch that I made myself. And I have particular stones that I'm going to put in here, and they're all right here, and I will be hanging this around my neck. So this is jet, this is black tourmaline, this is my amethyst, red jasper, and my cousin's arrowhead. So kind of a little bit of her spirit in there. So these to me are very grounding, they're very protective. I also, if I'm going to do something like this, I call in the energies of Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. It's not so much that I want to like banish the spirits and like hurt them somehow, but I really do want them to heal, move on. You know, I know you're curious about my home. I might even say that aloud. But hey, you can't stay. You can come in, you can look around, but you can't stay here. You don't have to go home, but you can stay here. Okay, so I have a couple of other things. So I'm gonna kind of flick some of my homemade Florida water over my head. And then I'm gonna flick a little into each room, kind of at the very end. I'm also gonna use some of my Lay Dance holy water to kind of flick in each room as well. I'm gonna start off with my rattle. So I'm gonna kind of just shake this to kind of like break up the energy kind of with loud noise. And then once I've kind of like shaken everything up, I'm gonna come around with my Tibetan singing bowl and kind of use the high vibration of the bowl to raise the vibration energetically of the house. I'm gonna be spraying myself before and after with my No Bad Vibes spray. And normally I'd use sage or my sage mugwort bundle, but today I'm going to be using my Palo Santo. And Palo Santo is kind of like the big guns. So when you really need to cleanse a space, Palo Santo, at least for me, is what I need. And of course you need this for your Palo Santo. So yeah. Let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so I also forgot to mention that I'm carrying my little black obsidian pendulum. I just kind of like its protective vibe, so that's going to be in my pocket. I already have my Palo Santo going, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the doorway. I've already called in my guides that are personal to me. You guys call in whoever you wish. I also call in the energy of Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. I say that I also carry their energy, and they will be assisting me in this. I also, for me personally, I work with Jesus, Shiva, and Ganesha. For me, they're very protective, so I work with them as a trio, and so I'm calling them in as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start at my door, and then you guys are going to kind of see me walk around in the first room here, which is my dining room and kitchen area. I'm going to move into the living room, and then I'm going to head upstairs. This house is love. This house is clear. Now that I've kind of walked around and I've kind of cleansed the area somewhat with Palo Santo, I'm going to be going around with my rattle. This kind of a very special rattle that my aunt got from Jamaica for me, but I really love the vibration and the sound that comes off of it. So something like that. So you guys are going to see me kind of coming to the living room. So again, I'm going to be starting at the front door. I'm going to be going into the dining area, the kitchen, come here into the living room, and then go upstairs and go room to room to kind of just break up all the energy. So with the loud rattle sound, for me, it just breaks up any energy. So whether it's high vibrational energy, low vibrational energy, everything's kind of like up and bouncing in the air at that time. Next, I'm coming through with my Tibetan singing bowl. Such a beautiful sound. So again, I'm going to start at my front door, make my way through each of the rooms, and then you guys will see me coming up the stairway right there. All right, so let's start getting some of that vibration. P.S. I've been smelling very strongly my Nana, which is my grandmother's perfume. So I know that she's walking with me right now, which is freaking awesome because I miss the smell of her perfume, and it's very rare that I get to smell it, so this is great. So this is kind of the last step in all of this. Is I'm going to go around with my Florida water and my holy water and just kind of do a little flick, you know. So I'm gonna just kind of dab my fingers in and do a little flick in each room just to kind of like, for me, top everything off. And then like I said, I'm going to run the selenite wands kind of all over my aura, and then I'm physically going to take a shower with Himalayan salt on the floor of it. And I still have to go water my garden, so that's also going to be really good. So for me, you know, my feet are going to be in the soil, I'm going to be touching my plants, so it's also very grounding for me. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get to this. Queen that's it. We've come to the end. I have my selenite wands and I'm basically just going to be running it all over my aura, just kind of clean that energy field. I'm going to put my stones away that are in here, and then I'm going to head off to the shower, put some Himalayan salt on the floor of the shower, and then physically clean this off. And then I'm going to go out into the garden and just kind of ground myself, get my toes in the soil, kind of touch the leaves of my plants and things like that, and just really get connected down into the dirt and into the earth to recenter myself. So let me know if you had any questions about this. If you have a different way of maybe cleansing your home, maybe you have a friend or somebody comes in who does house clearings, maybe you've never heard of a house clearing before and you have questions, maybe you just have some comments, and in that case just put that in the comment section below. If you would like to grab a reading with me, don't forget that you can click on my website down in the information box, or you can head on over to my Etsy shop, which is also down below, but also will be in one of these pop-up boxes here, I believe right there. And that's it from me, you spiritual homies. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to get subscribed, and I'll see you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.